Hi everyone, today I'm gonna show you my haul of the Sunflower Aurora wax. Yeah, Sunflower Aurora wax. And I think it's because they got solid colors and then they got these colors here with a lot of mica and shimmer in it, so that's why they call the shimmery ones for Aurora. And I think I want to play with my letter initial stamp. Oh my god, there's so much tongue twisting. So first I just want to stamp out the letter L in gold and then use this wax as a background, because I kind of feel, since it came mixed in the back, that you should, that they're like encouraging you to mix the different color beads to get a nice fun variety of different fun glittery colors. So I'm just gonna follow their suggestion and do a lot of mixes. And yeah, spoiler alert, I really like this wax. Oh my god, I really like it a lot. It's top 2, only on the second place because of the price. They're a little bit more pricier than the Clover wax, and Clover wax is my favorite so far. So for the first mix here, I think I will just use 4 beads to cover my seal. So I try to do 3 combinations where I'm using the best combination of all the beads. Yeah, it's very hard to describe the colors of the beads because they are so filled with mica. And when you melt it, you see this golden mica shimmer coming on the hot spoon. So it's just so delightful to work with something where the mica is so fine and tiny. So it really is beautiful. It's so far the most beautiful shimmery wax that I have worked with. And notice here how it almost refuses to leave the spoon, and that's a good sign. I like when I see wax do that, because then it means it's a very thick consistent, and it will probably help me give me a nice round edge. And as you can see here, when I put down the stamp, this is exactly what happens. I get a nice edge. Sometimes when wax are too flexible, when it's heated up, you can have an edge that just bulks out. But look at this, it's so pushed back, the color difference. Like you can really tell where you transition to one colored bead to another. So I kind of understand why they want you to use them all mixed together. So I try to use another combination where I take the teal blue instead of the sort of ultramarine blue. And there are also like 2 different kind of pinks. One is like really light pink, almost white. And I think that's the one that got that golden shimmer in it. And the other one is a more pronounced pink, like bubblegum pink. But oh my god, it was just such a delightful wax to work with. And I don't mind that it takes a while to pour it out with this spoon. It's very thick when it comes out, and it gives you time to place the pouring better. So you can like take your time to make a round circle on your paper. And oh my god, look at those edges. I love this. This is so delicate. And it's got that luster over it on the edges that bulks up that I really adore. So yeah, no buyer's remorse at all. I'm so annoyed that I only got a small portion of it. I basically just wanted to try it out, so I didn't get a lot of it. But it's because price-wise, it's almost double up price from regular octagon shaped wax beads. So I was thinking, okay, if it's doubled the price of other shimmery wax beads, then it has to be like double as good. And I can tell you it is, it really is. But I like that it's taking its time to coming out of the spoon, because when you're working with a combination of different colors, you can sort of manipulate it, like getting the, sometimes when you place the beads in the spoon, you can get like light colors in a cluster and then darker ones in a cluster. So when you pour it out, you can sort of control that the top should be the light color and the bottom should be the darkest. So it only comes in handy if you have like some sort of a landscapey seal design. So, but yeah, I tried the different color combinations, and here they are. And I think there is some sort of a difference whether you're using the teal bead or the ultramarine bead. And I think this kind of wax is suitable for using as a whole background, and then you can come in with a golden acrylic marker with a fine tip and luster up some of the stamp design. It really works well like that, where there is just fine line work that you can enhance with a golden pen. So you see more of the beautiful background. Really like it a lot. So now I wanted to see how is it to cut in, and how is it to layer with, how transparent is it. So I found a seal that got a design where you have a blossom in the middle and then just plain background. Perfect for trying out this new wax. So I take only the pink beads and then want to make them to be the flower. And I find that since it's so thick, coming out, it's nice when you cut in it. It's no problem at all. I was expecting it to be a little bit difficult to cut in, since it's a little bit sticky. Not sticky, but you know, it's a thick wax. So I was surprised positively that it's easy to cut in it. And for the background, I choose this lavender mix to make it a little bit a step out from pink into lavender. And then I cut out the flower and replaced it back on my seal. And it did stay on the seal with no issues. I think it's because it's a thicker wax, and it's got this a little bit more like thicker consistence, so it was very willingly to stay in the seal, the cuts that you made. So I liked it a lot. But I can also see that it's very transparent. Here you see the pink flower that I cut out, and then I place it on top of this background here. And then when I lift it off, it's like the flower sort of disappears, and it's because it's so transparent. So I'm thinking that this is maybe not the best to do layers with. For that, you should use a different wax to do the design. So you only use this for the background. Because can you see how it's almost like disappearing? But that also has its beauty in some seal designs. But since it's almost disappearing, I'm trying to jazz it up with the golden marker. I still love it. I still like it a lot. It's very beautiful, because I can understand why they call it Aurora, because it is like either a gem or Aurora. But I wanted to try and make the same seal one more time, but this time switch out the flower with a more opaque wax. So I picked a solid pink. Here you see it's cute, right? It's beautiful. I don't think the camera is making it justice with that luster it has. It is just very shiny. But I took a very opaque pink cloud wax, and it's got a good viscosity, you know, a thick wax. So I hopefully will be able to carve out my flower. and make it opaque, but I didn't clean up this spoon because I don't like to waste product. So I'm just stirring in the residue from this spoon into this cloud wax, hoping that it will leave it with a little bit of a shimmer. But I really dislike wasting product when I really like the wax. So once again, and look how fast that pours out, and no drop that lingers to the tip of the spoon not wanting to come out. Did you see the difference? Like how fast I could pour out this cloud wax? So it's a good sign for me, at least. And this is thicker. Like, look how I'm kind of struggling getting it off the stamp. Yeah, just witness about that. Even though the Sunflower Aurora wax looks like it's gonna stick to your stamp, it doesn't. So while I'm carving out the flower, I am prepping the spoon for the background beads, and I'm choosing this color combination here because I have not worked with that. So I just want to see how does it come out. And oh my god, it takes forever. Hang on. Yeah, that really took a long time. I'm speeding up the melting process about 8 times because that's how long it takes for the beads to melt. But I, of course, don't want to show you that in real time because I will just simply put you to sleep. But here I kind of messed up in my recordings. I want to say that 4 beads are enough to cover the whole background of a seal. So I kind of like that you only take 4 beads, because I think if you take 5 beads you will get a fatter rim around your seal, and it looks a little bit chunky in such a delicate wax as this shimmer wax. So I would really prefer having like a nice thin edge around the end wax. So that's why I'm only taking 4 beads. It's not because I'm stingy, I simply just chose not to have a fat bulky edge on my wax. I'm really trying to learn how to get a nice round edge. I might need to get that silicone mold that gives you that round edge, because I really think I would love to learn how to make that. This is the solid opaque flower, and this is the transparent bead, so you can see the difference. Both of them are beautiful. Don't you just love the sheen on the pink to the left? Oh my god, I love it so much. So this is what I made today. And look, this is just eye candy. This could keep me awake. I know it's not edible, but yet still it just triggered something in my stomach when I see images like this. Here I separated out the wax in the container. So this is how I'm gonna store it, where I better can see the difference between the pinks. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.